everybody, what's up? It's Erin here, and we're off to a great Saturday morning over here. Had some coffee, getting ready to rock and roll. We're still fighting off a little something, so just taking it easy, trying to eat really good and get lots of fluids in. All right. So I hope your Saturday's off to a great start. Today, I've got some moves for you that we're going to be using a stability ball, okay, or an exercise ball. If you don't have one, that is okay. You can still do these exercises or variations thereof. If you need some help putting those together, I will put a quick brief description of that in the comments and the description. So take a look where the stability ball exercise is beside it. I should have an alternative. If you're not sure what that is, please reach out and I'm happy to show you what you can use. I'm always available, okay? So, stability ball, if you don't have one, it is a great tool to have, especially if you're working out at home or sometimes are lacking in time to get to a gym or don't have a gym membership, okay? This is 12 to 15 bucks. You can get some that are more expensive, but I think this one was $10 at Walmart. I think maybe 15 at Walmart. Now I can't remember, but something around that area, okay? Always look for sales. The resistance bands that you've seen me using recently, I actually got those at Bed Bath & Beyond for 10 bucks, a set of 3, and they're great. So keep an eye out. You may look in some unlikely places to find some great deals on exercise equipment. Please check that out. Adds a whole new element to your workouts. That degree of difficulty, that working on that core stability and just adding some kind of variety and fun into your workouts, okay? Not to mention increasing strength, and they're a really great tool. Okay, so that being said, we've got 3 exercises for you, and we're gonna be checking out this exercise ball. So the first one, you're gonna be lying on your back on the floor. If you cannot get down to the floor, then you can use a couch, a bed, a bench, whatever you might have available that you can lie down and get back up from with a relative amount of ease. Okay, so this first one is a dead bug isometric squeeze and hold. So you're going to be using some opposing tension, directions of tension here. So you're going to be lying on your back. Most important thing with anything, we're engaging our core. This is our focus, okay? Pulling the belly button in and up, and as you can see, take a look here, as I pull my belly button in and up, I'm going to squeeze my glutes and tuck my tailbone under. So it's kind of an automatic, everything happens together. So press my feet into the floor right now, I'm squeezing my glutes and everything is ready here. My low back is pressing into the floor, okay, and I'm ready for action. This one you have a few different options and I'll go through those. But you can, if you're having any pelvic floor issues or getting your feet up off the floor is too hard on your low back, you're just gonna leave your feet on the floor and leave your knees bent. You're gonna take those arms up, and you wanna point them towards the ceiling, and you're gonna pull your shoulders down and away from the ears, so not up here. And you're trying not to bend your knees, or bend your elbows, but I mean you're going to at some point, well, again, I'll show you the different options here, but yes. So the idea is that you're putting pressure on your forearms, squeezing that ball in between your knees. You're pressing your legs up and in, opposing the direction of your arms, okay? So you're squeezing that ball, trying to tuck it in like if somebody tried to pull it out, they couldn't because you're squeezing so hard. So here, this is your first option, to leave your knees or feet on the ground. So lifting up the toes even. If you can drive a little bit, okay, of tension through the legs, that's awesome. Here I'm squeezing for 5 seconds and then I'm gonna release, okay? Get ready, tuck under, squeeze for 5 seconds and hold. And release, continuing to press the low back into the ground. Okay, so that's kind of your base move here. I will show you a couple of different options now. If you don't have a ball, all you're gonna do is you're gonna press your forearms and your knees together, or press your hands against your knees, okay? Second option, or most challenging option, is to bring your knees up to 90 degrees here, okay? Arms are here. This is a big ball, so my shoulders are a little bit behind me. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna press my low back into the floor, make sure my glutes are squeezing. Now I'm gonna squeeze and press my low back in, pull the belly button in and up, and release, right? And this case also, I'm gonna lift my head and neck. Okay, so that's another option for you. Lift and squeeze, holding and release. Okay, so that's your first exercise. All right, moving on to your second one, we're going to take this ball and place it in between the knees. So we're doing a side plank and we're squeezing the ball in between our feet or knees. If you don't have a ball, just go into a regular side plank and hold, or you can do an abduction, lift that upper leg to get a little bit of lower body action in there as well. So setting up here, I'll show you the first option. You're stacking your hips over one another. Bottom knee is at 90 degrees. Top leg is going to come onto the ball as high as you can. So the more leg you have on that ball, the more control you have, the more stable it is. Okay, the further you move the ball away, the less stable. All right. So here, my forearm is underneath my shoulder. I'm pulling back, squeezing my lats, hiding the armpits here, and I'm squeezing my lower rib in towards the top of my hip bone, so working those obliques. Make sure my hips are stacked over one another. All right, and then I'm going to lift up and I'm gonna hold. Okay, I'm also gonna add a little hip dip in there. But here, or you can add a little bit of a twist. That's getting a little bit tougher now, okay? So here, the other option, and if you want a challenge, take that ball a little bit further away. Like I said here, pull everything in, get set up, hips are stacked over one another, and you're going to stabilize, lift up, okay? Pulling that shoulder back, here we go. You can add a hip dip in there. You can add a little bit of a twist, okay? Adding some difficulty elements in there, whatever level you're at. Hips are staying over top of one another, stacked, and 10 each side, 5 to 10 each side. Okay, last exercise here. I'm gonna show you from the side and then from the front. So you can do this from your knees. If you don't have a ball, you can also use a couch, so you can lie flat on your belly on the couch with one arm hanging off. Or if you like this one, I could get my whole body off the end, so I could do double arms. All right, here we go. You can do this from your knees, where you're gonna place kind of mid torso on this ball. Your knees are gonna be bent, okay? So you're not in a straight plank position, but you wanna make sure that your back is flat, so you're not rolling over the ball. You wanna get as high up on the ball as possible. Okay, squeeze your glutes. Your knees can be kind of out to the side for a little bit more support, so it's maybe a little bit less awkward. And then you're gonna take your fists like this, put them together, palms are facing up, so facing your face. Okay, I'm gonna roll my shoulders back, okay, make sure that your back is flat, and then I'm gonna lead with my elbows, keeping a 90-degree bend in those elbows, and I'm squeezing in between the shoulder blades here. Okay, up, squeezing in between those shoulder blades, a little bit higher up on the back. Awesome. So then you can take it into a higher plank position. This time the ball is going to move up or down, I guess. It depends on how you look at it. It's going to be resting more on your hips and this area. If your floor is slippery like mine, you're going to need a yoga mat, or make sure you can actually set yourself up so your feet are against a wall. That also helps with a little bit of stability. Okay, so here I'm going to try and get as high up on this ball as I can. Feet are on this yoga mat, okay? And I'm trying to get into a plank position. Look, like if I didn't have this ball under me, I would be in a plank position on my, my fingertips, but I'd be in a plank position. So my glutes are squeezing. My low back is activated, holding strong. My legs are active down here, and I've got a neutral spine, so straight line from head to heels. I'm not rolling over the ball or tucking the chin, and I'm not looking up, okay? So Tucking everything in. Now we're a little bit higher out on the ball. You can also add some hand weights to this move if you like. So just some light ones is all you need. You're gonna squeeze, maintain that straight line here, that all the body posture, and then same thing, take those elbows out to the side, squeeze, breathe, and boom. All right, team, so that's it for your moves today. Right, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'm happy to help you with alternative exercises, anything that you might need, questions that you might have. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know if you try these moves and if you enjoy them, or if there's anything that you would love to see. I'm happy to throw those in there, okay? So if you don't, go get an exercise ball. Again, you can do these without, but exercise balls are just quite fun and a great option and tool for you to have at home for some great workouts. All right, take care. Thank you so much and have a good one.